thoughts on how this game played out?
Well, obviously you saw how it played out. We lost 5-0. So seemed like everything that could go wrong today did. Obviously we're playing a very good team on the road. They showed what they could do last week, Philly. We were well aware of that. You know, they punished us for it seemed like every mistake we made. And we made some big ones. But I thought we started well. We had 3 or 4, opportunities where we pressed them and countered them. We looked to be the team that was on the front foot to start the game. And in a 5-minute span, we're down 2-0. The first real look on goal, they score, so they're clinical there. And then they get the PK, and now we're down 2-0, chasing the game on a big field on the road against a team that is very explosive and dangerous and talented going forward. So that's a tall ask to be in that position. So for me, the biggest thing is we got to move on from it. We have a game coming up on Sunday. Obviously, we've been in good form. We've gotten 4 league wins in a row and 12 points. We get 0 points today, but we can't let it carry into the next game. We got to move on from it and certainly learn from it and correct the mistakes we made. But hats off to LA. They're a very good team, and they showed that tonight.
And as you said, quick turnaround. As the head coach, what do you say to the team to ensure that tonight doesn't, carry over and that they get back to feeling good and confident?
Well, you got to think about it tonight, okay? And I think it's very important. You sit on it and think about it, and then tomorrow it's over. We'll as a staff address some things and training, video, so on and so forth. But the biggest thing is we can't let this hangover carry into our preparation and, more importantly, into the next game, because we've been playing really well. Tonight we didn't play well. It was a funny game in that I thought box to box it was pretty even, but they were very clinical and ruthless. It seemed like every chance they got, and they got some clear chances. And we weren't, good in the final third. So I think it's a game where, like I said, we have to kind of throw it away a little bit, and look at the things that we need to correct. But mostly we need to, for the next game, just move on, put it behind us, and get ready, because we've been playing really well. If we hadn't played well in the last 4 league games, then I'd be more worried. Our performances have been good. So this game becomes a 1 game that we throw away and we move on. And if we get 3 points against Seattle, we're still in great shape.
It's a tough league, a tough conference. How do you grow from it? Grow from the game tonight?
I think we move on. That's how we grow from it. We've been performing well, and ultimately we got beat by a good team tonight. We got punished and we made some mistakes. But it's a long season. I think a real key in continuing to perform and get points, after a game like this is you don't think about it too much. I think LA Galaxy's a team that does that. They'll lose games, but they move on quickly, and they don't dwell on it and linger on it too much. We're going to do the same thing.
All right, thanks for your time, Caleb.
Open for questions.
Caleb, what happened with Liam at the very end?
I have no idea. I haven't seen the play. It was, again, kind of strange. Both went up, Gordon and him, and I really didn't see anything in it for either guy. Both guys going up for the play, and obviously Ridgewell falls, and then next thing you know, he's got a red card, and Gordon has a yellow. But I haven't watched it yet, so. And to be honest with you, it's the last thing on my mind. I don't care about the plays, the PKs, and all the things that happen. What I care about is making sure we get a good performance versus Seattle.
And speaking of good performances, can you evaluate or give your thoughts on Darlington Nagbe, who seemed to be trying everything?
I think everybody was, trying everything. We didn't quit. These guys kept till the very end fighting, but you can't spot a team a couple goals that early in the game. You have to chase the game, because now the game gets stretched and open, and it's not going to be the ideal way to beat the LA Galaxy.
is this result a little more hard to take because of your play? Sorry, this is a little more hard to take given the team's recent play and the fact that you never lost by more than 2 goals all year long.
Yeah, I mean, a loss is a loss, just like a win's a win. It's 0 points, right? So if we lost 1-0, it's still 0 points, and we'd be very disappointed. But I think it is very important that you don't, because losing by 5, psychologically can get you thinking, that it's worse than it is. But it's 0 points. It's a loss. Loss is a loss. So. That's all the guys are going to think about. We lost the game.
You said that you felt like the LA Galaxy punished you.
Yeah.
Have you felt that way at all previously this season? And how do you mean that?
Well, I don't think we played a team as good as LA. And they showed tonight why they've won 3 out of the last 4 MLS Cups. They're a team that's ruthless in the transition, on the counter. They caught us a couple times there, and they were clinical. And they have very good players in the attack that right now they're in form. If you look at their Open Cup game and the last 2 league games, I think they've scored like 14 goals. So their attack is clicking, and when your attack is clicking, you're confident, and you tend to be a bit more clinical. And that's again what they showed tonight. I mean, I think at 3-0, we were up 7-5 in shots. So they scored 3 goals on 5 shots, and that's where soccer can be funny sometimes. But bottom line, we lost. And I'm not going to say the score was not indicative of the result. We lost by 5. So, but it's still a loss. And ultimately, I do think. They were clinical and they finished their chances, and that's what good teams do.
Time for one more.
As you leave, do you have concerns about composure or about chemistry? Those were the 2 things that you played with so well against Seattle and in this run. And now with this, is that a concern?
No. It's one game. When you play really well for 5 games and then you have one game that's a bit off against the best team in the league, there's no reason to be concerned. Obviously, we're disappointed that we didn't get the win tonight and that it wasn't a closer game. But I'm not concerned because I remember the last 5 games and how we played and the form that we're in. And so my biggest concern is making sure that these guys move on quickly and get ready for Seattle. That's it. Because we know we're a better team than we showed tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Caleb.
Thanks, guys. Yep.